Good morning, everyone, or afternoon. Let's try that again because it should be afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Sunday, June 4th, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards for today? Can I please have the first 5 cards in our 5-card spread? First card that we are starting off today, it is a transverse card, and it is the Hermit card in its transverse. So this could be feeling some of that unsettling energy that you may be experiencing right now as it relates to your own feelings of feeling comfort in solitude. This is a really good moment to try to orient and focus if you're feeling this. You may be feeling some uncertainty in terms of your own plans, in terms of whether you want to stay in and in terms of whether you want to stay out. This can feel like some unsettled energy. So keep that in mind as you go forward from this point. If you're feeling this right now, it's a good reminder to spend some time working on your grounding. Remember that your solitude is a gift, that your solitude brings with it a deeper level of understanding. This can also speak to some feelings of frustration in solitude. So feeling that moment of not feeling comfortable in these spaces and places of solitude right now, it's actually kind of allowing you this moment to have this opportunity to go deeper, to build that connection with yourself in this moment so that you can truly find that peace within. This could also talk about making any plans today or feeling some uncertainty as it relates to the plans going forward. So this could also be some things that you're working out today as well. Next card we have coming through right now in our 5-card spread. May I please have the next card? We've got coming through here, Knight of Swords in its reversal. So this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, this feeling of unsettlement could be dealing with a lot of your own anxieties as it relates to how to move forward at this time. We're seeing here that there are some anxieties that are rising to the surface right now around your own feelings of confidence in terms of the plan or the course of action that you yourself are trying to move towards in this moment. This is that moment right now where, again, you're feeling for masculine energy right now. This is really potentially feeling like a bit of a stuck energy, because what we're seeing here is that you're feeling some degree of capacity of wanting to come forward in some way, but you're also feeling that personal insecurity and fear as you experience it right now, because you are feeling like you're having that lack of clarity from within. So for masculine energy right now, a really good moment to do right now is to ground, to really try to focus, to try to reorient yourself within yourself to help build your own confidence as you proceed forward from this moment. This could also be talking, again, we've been seeing a lot of work as it relates to planning right now, doing any work to help ease any kind of uncertainty as it relates to the plans that you're going forward with at this time will also help you in this manner. While for feminine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing some feelings of frustration as well around your own feeling of solitude, around facing your own challenges as it relates to coming into a state of grounding from a point of solitude, potentially related to some anxieties or uncertainties around the manifestations of masculine energy that you feel aren't coming towards you with the degree or the anticipated, a movement that you would truly hope for at this moment. So again, for feminine energy, this is some uncertainty, maybe even trying to lay out some plans for yourself at this time with this recognition of a lot of attention towards this energy around you right now. We've also been seeing this in the feminine collective over the last few days, that there has been some uncertainty around the masculine energy around you right now that's also affecting your own degree of confidence at this moment. So if you're feeling this, huge reminder, spend that time grounding, coming back into your center, where you'll be able to get that point of clarity for yourself to proceed forward thus far. The center card for today's spread, may I please have the center card, is we have here the Magician in its reversal. So this is some of the blockage that we see coming through right now. Bearing in mind, for both masculine and feminine, this is going to feel a little bit different. For masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a point that you are feeling some of that trepidation. You're feeling some of that uncertainty. You want to rush forward right now into some circumstances and situations, but something is potentially holding you back. You feel to a certain degree that you don't have the clarity that you would ideally seek in these moments right now. And this is kind of a call right now to go inward as you would ideally to help you get this perspective. All of this is really coming to a point right now of making you feel this point of frustration because you're having these doubts in yourself at this moment. You're having doubts in your own ability. You're having doubts as it relates to what you're trying to do right now. And you're trying, and this is also very important to remember if you're experiencing this right now, that this is a very key point to be able to remember that the power from within you lies within, not to let yourself get overcome by the adversities that you're experiencing right now around the circumstances and situations that you're orienting towards, but instead being able to come into that center of focus is going to help you ground at this moment. While for feminine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are moving into a space right now of trying to come back into your center. You're trying to come back into that point of easement for yourself. Potentially, again, because there is some anxiety that we're seeing around the masculine energy around you right now in terms of their movement towards you. Feeling that kind of, we're seeing that mirroring energy here with the masculine and feminine. And this is also causing you this moment of having some doubts rise to the surface, having some concerns rising up. But again, grounding, focus, coming back into your center right now is really going to be key as you continue through these personal challenges that you're currently experiencing. Next card we have in terms of the 5-card spread right now is, we have here the High Priestess energy, and we love to see this right now. Again, this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment of reorientation, coming back into your center, coming back into your alignment with your higher self. You're taking this time right now to go inwards. You're taking this time to come out of any feelings of personal discomfort, to work on those situations and circumstances that you're not necessarily seeing orienting you in the way or the degree possible. Instead, this call back to your own center, coming back into that higher intuition, that higher logic, if you will, is helping you find that point of balance at this moment. While for masculine energy right now, this is a point that you yourself are potentially trying to seek some orientation in the feminine energy that's around you right now. We are recognizing for masculine energy, there are some uncertainties rising to the surface. There are some doubts. There are some fears. There is some inability to get clarity in this moment on a personal level. For masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is there is this point that you are trying to focus right now on those higher goals, on that higher path, as you move forward from this point, in alignment with a High Priestess energy that you feel is going to be able to provide this sense of guidance as you proceed forward from this point. Final card for our 5-card spread today is, we have here coming through the Strength card. So this is a moment of coming into a sense of strength for both masculine and feminine energy. There is something here about coming back into your center, and it will feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you are feeling some of this uncertainty. You're feeling some of this unsettled energy, some inability to feel a point of comfort at a point of stillness in your own solitude at this moment. You are also, that's also reflecting right now in some of the energy around you, particularly as it relates to the masculine energy. Looking at it, seeing that point of trepidation occurring, making that feel to a certain extent that it is limiting you in your own capacity to be able to build clarity for yourself in this moment. But what we really love right now that we're seeing with the feminine energy is the feminine energy is using this time. They're using this point of uncertainty to come back into a space of higher alignment. You're taking that energy of unsettlingness, and instead of letting it get you off center, you are truly using it right now, utilizing it to help you come back into that higher balance, allowing that like higher lift right now to help bring you back into the alignment that is helping you have more logic-based, intuitive approaches to the circumstances and situations that are around you at this moment. And this is what is providing a sense of strength for you. So for feminine, we're seeing right now that there is this point that you're going through some of these difficulties, but you are really using this right now as a time to come back into higher alignment. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are feeling some uncertainty. You're feeling some unsettled energy in your own spaces and places of feeling comfort, finding comfort in solitude. That has a lot to do with your own uncertainty in terms of how to move forward in this moment. feeling that point of pause, feeling that point of uncertainty, potentially because you don't feel like you're getting the things that you need in order to be able to work through the circumstances around you right now. However, we do see the fact that you are working right now with this point of higher guidance. You're either trying to manifest for yourself in this moment, this high priestess energy around you right now, or you're currently working right now towards an energy that is in this high priestess energy to help you get this higher level of focus, to help you get this higher level degree, and to continue to build strength for yourself as you continue from this point. There is something here that we are seeing that is about like this beautiful sense of going through adversity right now, but really coming into a sense of alignment. For feminine energy right now, this is going to feel more like a personal moment that you're experiencing. While for masculine, this is really kind of working right now to find that feminine energy that you feel is coming in from a place of support to help you guide you forward at this point. Let's get clarification on these cards right now. Between our Hermit in its transverse in combination with our Knight of Swords in its reversal. So for masculine energy right now, this is really a moment of uncertainty. You're feeling that degree, you're feeling that unsettled energy around you, you're feeling that difficulty in having that feeling of peace in solitude right now, more feeling this feeling of unsettlement. And you are feeling that characteristically in terms of not only internally right now, but also as it relates to your own ability to proceed forward at this time. There is something here where you're feeling like there is a blockage that you're trying to overcome. It's creating some sense of trepidation as you proceed forward from this point. While for feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are coming into this moment of balance. You're feeling that there is this point right now where you yourself are feeling some disruption. You're feeling some discomfort in your own sense or degree of being able to maintain a level of solitude at this moment. And what that's really also causing you to happen is that you're also feeling right now this degree of frustration or uncertainty around the masculine energy coming forward to be able to assist in the way or degree that you would ideally desire at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming up right now with Lovers in its reversal. So we are seeing here that this is where some of that blockage is coming through, and it will feel, and for masculine and feminine, it will feel a bit different right now. For masculine energy right now, there is that feeling of uncertainty. You're not necessarily getting that point of clarity and solitude right now, and that is what is creating this moment that is rising some doubts and fears up. For some of the collective right now, this is a moment of looking at some divine partnerships and really trying to assess what needs to be corrected in order to help overcome this blockage. For the other half of the collective right now, this is a moment that you are kind of looking at the connections around you right now and asking yourself, are these going to be able to lead to divine partnerships? Are the partnerships around you really serving you? Or are there something that needs to be addressed because it is kind of preventing you from being able to move forward in the capacity and degree that you would ideally be able to at this moment? For feminine energy right now, this is again that feeling of uncertainty that you yourself are experiencing. You're feeling some degree of uncomfort as it relates to your own ability to sit in solitude. You're also experiencing this as it relates to the energy around you right now, not being able to, not feeling to a certain degree that it's coming forward in the way or the capacity that you would ideally be able to desire, or feeling some uncertainty about the energy moving towards you and the capacity that you would hope right now. And this is also creating this moment that is making you feel like there is this anxiety or this work that needs to be overcome as it relates to the partnerships around you at this moment. For both masculine and feminine energy right now, there is a lot of attention being paid to union and working right now on having those positive unions. What needs to be resolved or what needs to be moved away from to get back into higher alignment? Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Knight of Swords energy in combination with the Magician. So for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a point of uncertainty. You are moving right now with some anxiety, with some doubt, with some fear, feeling that breakage, feeling that there is something here that is causing some level or degree of an inability to move forward in the direction that you would ideally desire right now, making it question your own self, having this point of questioning as you proceed forward from this point, working to overcome this right now, having some time and stillness to help you work through these things. While for feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are feeling some degree of uncertainty in your own ability to manifest what you're trying to manifest in this moment. Some of this has to do a lot with the energy around you right now, particularly as it relates to masculine energy. Having anxieties or fears as it relates to the determination, the conviction, the consistency of that energy coming forward in a way that you can actually work with it in a productive manner. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Queen of Wands, and we love to see this because what we're really seeing here is this is a moment, then for feminine and masculine energy, it will hit a bit different. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment of coming back into your power, coming back into a point of realignment, remembering right now, again, finding that sense of courage, finding that sense of tenacity to drive you forward in these moments, not allowing these things to obstruct or stop you at this moment, but really taking this time, as we've seen, coming back into your stillness, coming back into your higher center right now, feminines, to help you find that point of personal courage as you continue forward from this point. Utilizing right now, putting a degree of concentration in what you feel is blocking you, what is feeling is preventing you from being able to manifest and create the degree and desire that you would be able to right now, with a lot of care and attention towards the energy that's around you right now in this moment as well. So we do see here that there is this beautiful point of reorienting that's coming through for the feminine energy at this moment. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing and recognizing is this is a point that you yourself are experiencing related to some difficulty or degree in terms of coming forward and moving in the way that you would ideally be able to. A lot of your concentration though right now is built towards the feminine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. You are looking right now with a lot of care and concern towards the feminine energy, trying to find that point of realignment, trying to find that place of empowerment to help support the feminine energy in this moment. Masculine energy drawing a lot of support right now from that feminine energy around them right now to help overcome any hurdles and blockages. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Magician in its reversal in combination with the High Priestess. So for masculine and feminine energy right now, this is going to feel a little bit different. For feminine energy right now, this is that point of coming back into your higher alignment, coming back into that sense of that higher minded energy, that mental energy, that intuitive energy that is allowing you to guide your path right now. Though there is this feeling of frustration as it relates to your own immediate ability to do so, there is something coming through right now on this ability to be able to manifest for you yourself in this moment. But we see you coming back into orientation with yourself at this time to help build this sense of peace and clarity as you proceed through these obstacles. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are feeling some frustration in being able to manifest the things that you are hoping to manifest in this moment. But you are leaning right now towards supportive feminine energy at this time, working to get guidance, working to try to build this level back together with this energy so that you can be able to create what you are trying to create in the way that is most productive and effective for you at this time. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Six of Swords in its reversal. So this is about the easement of grief, the easement of issues, the easement of difficulties right now that you're currently experiencing. For both masculine and feminine energy, there is a degree and desire of wanting to come into a space of being able to go forward from this point right now without experiencing any of these challenges, trying to find some path forward that is going to create a point of easement instead of difficulty. This for masculine energy right now is working with an alignment right now of a feminine energy, trying to build that higher point of divinity to get into this space of having this ability to move forward from a point of easement. While for feminine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing. You are taking this time right now. You are going inwards. You are doing this work on yourself to come back into the higher alignment, to recognize whatever is blocking you right now in your current experience, utilizing and feeling some frustration around the tools that are currently available around you, but working right now to find this point of easement as you proceed forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our High Priestess in combination with the Strength card. So for masculine and feminine, this will feel a bit different right now. For feminine energy right now, this is you coming back into that higher alignment. This is you moving right now from a space or place of wanting to come back into your center, utilizing that degree of intuition, of higher insight, and allowing this to be a place where you are able to draw strength at this moment, even through any of the current adversities or difficulties that you are currently experiencing. While for masculine right now, you yourself are drawing on a lot of personal strength right now, with a lot of attention right now towards High Priestess energy, wanting to lend support in this degree and capacity to be able to help you through this time, while also feeling that you are trying to work on a connection with a High Priestess energy who's also working through these difficulties with you at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming through right now with our Two of Wands. So this is a moment right now of communication. This is a moment right now of trying to build that communication, trying to build that bridge. We keep seeing this right now. Communication is key. Finding those ways and spaces and places to build these restoring aspects, to build these points of having communication. Everything is centered on that right now. For feminine right now, this is moving right now from a place of higher intuition, higher insight, building strength, trying to build this communication for yourself at this moment. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are working right now to communicate in terms of trying to restore or manifest for yourself at this moment a feminine energy that you feel is in this alignment degree that you can help and build strength with. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Lovers in its reversal in combination with the Queen of Wands. So for feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are coming into a space of trying to build this strength for yourself, trying to build this sense of personal power back, even in the face of feeling some anxiety or concerns around the partnerships that are around you at this moment, utilizing your own strength and your own logic-based approach to help you build this point of reorientation in terms of coming back into your center. While for masculine energy right now, this is also a moment that you're feeling this disconnection around partnerships, trying to have this point of reorientation with a degree and capacity towards a feminine energy that you feel is embodying this Queen of Wands energy, working with this energy to try to overcome any of these hurdles at this time. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Ace of Swords in its reversal. There is something really important here coming from a point of surrender that is leading to a level or degree of higher victory. That there is something here that is being recognized right now in this moment of coming into a space or place of surrender, recognizing how to heal any of the imbalances that you're currently experiencing with the partnership energy in order to be able to reforge those partnerships. There's also, again, for some of the collective right now, this is moving away from anything, situations or circumstances that you don't feel are in alignment to you. While for the other half of the collective right now, this is you really experiencing a moment that you are trying to unify and build these connections back up. But for both energies right now, there is this feeling or need of moving into a space of letting go. There is this point of easement that is needed or required at this moment to help you as you proceed forward from this point. For masculine energy right now, this is with a lot of concentration towards this Queen of Wands energy, someone who is embodying this quality, who's helping you move through this. While for feminine energy right now, this is you being able to take this at this moment to come into your own sense of power. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Queen of Wands energy in combination with our Six of Swords in its reversal. So a bit different for feminine and masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, what we're really recognizing is this is a moment that you yourself are coming back into your power. You are focusing right now on what is creating strength for you in this moment. You're focusing on reorienting yourself, coming back in through some difficulties and some points of adversity, trying to find that path forward that is going to allow for this point of easement, allow for this point of putting down any of the burdens that you've been carrying so that you could proceed forward from this point with a level degree of easement. While for masculine energy right now, this is really speaking towards a situation or circumstance that you yourself are experiencing. You're feeling right now that you are trying to manifest right now towards yourself a Queen of Wands energy, an energy that's in this power, trying to find a path forward with this energy right right now that is going to allow for this point of easement to occur, allow for this point of lack of grief as you find that path ahead for yourselves at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Two cards coming out to clarify right now. We have here our Empress in combination with our Three of Cups in its reversal. This is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this is, again, we're seeing here this beautiful balance of trying to come back into your heart space, moving back into the center for yourself at this moment, coming back into a point of alignment, but also feeling a certain degree of anxiety or frustration about the energies that are currently around you at this moment. Really putting a lot of care and attention in those energies, asking where the shift needs to occur so that you can come back into a feeling of peace and harmony. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are moving towards right now. You have your heart's desire here. You see this focus of energy that you're trying to move towards right now, and you're paying a lot of attention towards the energy that is around you right now in this moment to ask yourself if this is what is creating the blockage in terms of you coming into alignment with this Empress energy. Now, continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Six of Swords in its reversal in combination with our Two of Wands. So it's going to feel a little bit different for masculine and feminine, but for both energies right now, what we're really seeing is there is this feeling of wanting to come through any hurdles, wanting to move out of any spaces or places that are creating dysregulation, finding some paths of communication to help ease some of the difficulties that you're currently experiencing at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with Temperance. There is something here that is saying that patience is key. Moving into a state of patience right now, allowing some time to work in your favor. There are some difficulties and obstacles that need to be corrected for, but utilizing this sense of patience, allowing this patience to take hold, is really going to be creating a state of easement, if you will, to help with any of the communication hurdles. Communication and patience right now are the kind of watchwords for today, if you will, as we proceed forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Ace of Swords in its reversal in combination with our Three of Cups in its reversal and our Empress energy. So for masculine and feminine, this is going to be feeling a little bit different, bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this is coming back into your power, utilizing this moment to come back into an energy. And we love this for feminine because what we're really seeing is a moment that you are trying to come into alignment, both with this High Priestess energy that you're experiencing and also with your Empress energy, trying to find that middle ground, trying to find that balance between the head space and the heart space, putting a lot of care and attention right now into the energies that are around you right now, but recognizing that there are some things that you need to potentially surrender in order to be able to come back into alignment at this time. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are moving right now towards an orientation of feminine energy. That from some of the masculine energy, we're actually seeing that this is not necessarily even one energy, but more than one energy that you're potentially working with at this moment. One that you feel is moving more in the gravity of the heart space, one that is moving more in the gravity of the head space and the logic-based approach, but for some, this is also a point of unification between someone who is able to move between these two energy levels. You're using this moment right now to find this point, recognizing the energies that are aligned to you versus those are not, trying to overcome any obstacles or hurdles right now to help you get in alignment with this heart's desire that you're trying to move into a place of. So we do see that today is coming through with a lot of difficulties and challenges that are being experienced, but all of it is reorienting. For the feminine energy right now, we're seeing that this is much more of a personal circumstance and situation that you are currently experiencing, trying to find this balance point within yourself right now. While for the masculine energy right now, this is you trying to do everything you can to help create a space of easement for the energy that's around you as you proceed forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between the point of clarification between these cards right now is King of Pentacles in its upright, which we really like to see, because again, this is a point of grounding coming through today, moving back into a space or place. Again, for feminine, masculine, this is going to feel a bit different. For masculine energy right now, this is coming into a state and recognizing becoming a point of grounding. For the feminine energy, this is masculine energy right now, moving into a space of becoming more grounded, becoming more stable, allowing that feminine energy to feel that they can be in this space of moving into a place of having their heart center open, building this moment right now of release, allowing this release to occur, and also kind of moving away from any energy that you don't feel is necessary, is potentially standing in the way of you and that energy. For feminine energy right now, this is you moving back into your heart space with an energy of masculine that you feel is creating this point of stability for you at this time. Trying to overcome any challenges around the energy that you're currently experiencing and allowing this to be a moment of release to help build that alignment. For some of the feminine collective right now, this is a moment that you are working right now to manifest this for yourself at this moment. While for the other half, this is a moment that you are building this point of grounding and centering for yourself with a masculine energy. Continuing to get clarification on these cards between our Empress energy in combination with the Temperance. So for feminine energy right now, this is you coming back into a space, allowing this moment of coming into your heart center, but also recognizing that there's something here that requires a degree of patience. Allowing this patience, allowing this time to help you as you come back into your heart space. While for masculine energy right now, this is again, you also having this moment of being in alignment with working with feminine energy, working through communication blockages, working through any hurdles, potentially around outside energy as well, but also feeling this degree of patience as you proceed forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Page of Cups. And though this is something very interesting. So for masculine and feminine, this will feel a bit different in this moment. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you are kind of coming back into alignment. Again, you're working right now in a space of having this degree and capacity, finding your heart center. And you're recognizing this right now, but you're having some patience as it relates to the energy that's around you right now. There's something new about this energy that we're seeing here. There is something here about you moving into a space, trying to find an opportunity or situation or circumstance where again you can build these moments with masculine energy, but there is a lot of orientation in terms of whether this energy is truly aligned towards what you are looking for, because this is giving some indication that this energy is coming through in a bit more of a playful fashion, that there is something here that you yourself are experiencing in terms of the time that this is taking, working through any kind of challenges right now, so that you can have these points of joy with the energy that's around you right now. There's something here that's really saying that for the feminine, there is this concentration needed right now on your own self, on building this degree of concentration back towards yourself, so that you can kind of move back into a space where you're able to kind of be in this like moment of having these feelings of uplifting as you continue forward. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are feeling something a bit more playful. You're trying to have these bits of enjoyment with this concentration right now towards feminine energy that you recognize is in its Empress energy, and also recognizing the degree or capacity of allowing some time to come through as it relates to what you're trying to grow and build at this moment. From feminine energy right now, this is either moving from a space of manifestation, while for the other part of the feminine energy right now, this is working right now in union with energy that you feel is aligned to the same degree. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our King of Pentacles in combination with the Page of Cups. So a moment right now that we're seeing, and for masculine energy right now, this is going to feel like there is a moment right now that you are building a sense of grounding for yourself. You're building a moment of support while also kind of coming back into this sense of feeling a point of easement. Masculine energy right now, you are either trying to manifest for yourself in this moment or building this in this degree of trying to have this point of stability, building this point of stability for yourself at this moment, as well as creating this sense of delight for yourself as well. While for feminine right now, this is a moment that you yourself may be feeling some challenges as it relates to the energy that's around you right now. What is creating a sense of stability? What is creating a sense of grounding versus those energies that you feel are moving again, maybe in a less mature fashion or moving more in a way of having like something more invested in their own personal interests? May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Seven of Wands in its reversal. So this is leading right now to a moment, and depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine, this may feel a bit different. For feminine energy right now, this is a point of reorientation. You are feeling some anxiety as it relates to how to go forward towards masculine energy right now. There is something that is happening to a certain degree, that this is a point that you are looking right now towards the energy that's around you. You are wondering if it's actually going to create stability for yourself right now in this moment, or if it's coming through in a care degree that it's more just invested in their own personal interests, and this is reaching a point of some kind of exhaustion moment for you at this moment. While for feminine energy right now, for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are trying to work between two different energies right now, that you are working from this state of grounding, but also trying to move from this point of delight. And you're recognizing here that this is something that is somewhat difficult to maintain as you proceed forward from this point. You're working right now to try to overcome any of these challenges, as I said, to create a point of easement. Bottom of the deck on this reading right now is Seven of Swords. So there is some anxiety right now about going back to any circumstances or situations that have caused some difficulty for you in the past. There is something here to pay attention to around whether the work that you're doing right now is moving you in the right direction, or if it's just creating these spaces or places that are causing more difficulty or concern for you at this moment. This is some of the challenge that we're seeing here at this time. You're feeling some of that pull back to situations or circumstances that may not necessarily be highest aligned for you at this moment, but you're doing this work, you're putting this degree of concentration in right now to try to work through any of these adversities and challenges. That is our daily collective reading for today. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and experiencing it with me. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website, graystrega.com. Please keep in mind that is a two-step process. You have to book a reading and you have to pay for a reading. Please make sure you're doing both if you'd like to have that reading. Also, please keep in mind that I will never, ever, 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 ever reach out to you for a private reading. I will never DM you. I will never PM you. I will never tell you that my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather reached out with a very special message for you. The only way that you can book a reading with me is if you book one on my website. So please do that. I want to thank you guys so much for having this reading with me today, and we will do this again tomorrow.